Could Mohammad Hasnain make it back to the Pakistan team? Hi everyone, welcome to the Oracle Show. Today I want to talk about a certain player that I've been watching over the last couple of years for Pakistan and especially in the domestic format, and that guy's name is Mohammad Hasnain. A little bit about him: he is a Pakistani fast bowler. He has been in and out of the team for the last 5 years, especially in 2019 where his speed has been something that has been really praised for in terms of the fact that he could bowl over 150 clicks. Now his career has been a bit of a roller coaster. He's been in and out of the team. He was especially famous for getting into the 2019 ODI squad for the World Cup ahead of players such as Junaid Khan. At the time it was a controversial decision. There was a lot of backlash that came from it because of the amount of work that Junaid Khan had done for Pakistan at that time. He's been a part of lots of great innings. He's been part of the Champions Trophy squad, and I believe that he was an unsung player, especially at that time. When Pakistan made that decision, it was expected that Hasnain would be a product for the future, someone that Pakistan would invest in and rely on to get into the team and represent Pakistan in the years to come. It was expected that he would pay off, but it wasn't really the case. Like I said, he's been in and out of the team, and once he was able to get into the team in certain instances and series that have come about over the last couple of years, he's never really quite been a constant in the lineup. There's been individuals such as Naseem Shah, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Haris Rauf that have all gotten into the team and they've managed to stay in the team and become a constant, but that just hasn't been the case for Hasnain. He is known for his speed, especially like I said, he has clicked over 150 kilometers per hour, but he's lacked the variation that you also need to be an all-time great fast bowler. Especially another thing that he was quite famous for was when he joined Shah Rukh Khan's team in the Caribbean League, I believe, and there were a lot of pictures and frenzy that was going on at the time, so he was able to build his name off of that as well, especially in the domestic league. However, things were made a lot worse when in 2022 in the Big Bash League he was accused of chucking the ball by Marcus Stoinis, and that led to a big investigation which ultimately led to Mohammad Hasnain's action being banned, and Mohammad Hasnain had to go back to the drawing board and redevelop his bowling action. So this was a big setback for him. He was able to change it. However, once he got back into playing the domestic format and especially in the international games that he was able to play in, his last game was in 2022 for T20, and in ODI cricket it was in 2023, he just hasn't been able to reclaim his form or improve from what he was back in 2019. Especially this was very evident in the PSL this year in 2024 when he was bowling and he just wasn't looking very good at all. In some games he was bowling his overs but he would get hit for around 50 runs. In T20 that is very bad to have that sort of runs taken in your overs, but it just wasn't looking good for him. Especially when Wasim Akram on the pavilion, when he started talking about him, he said that even if you had bowled all full tosses you wouldn't get hit for 50 runs. So overall it just wasn't looking very good for Hasnain. Especially if you looked at the PCB over the last couple of years, they have sort of supported him and they haven't really supported him as well, and as of late they haven't looked to have supported him in any sense of the imagination. So it could have been that the writing was on the wall for him, that his time in Pakistan cricket, especially in the international format, was coming to a close because it just looked like that he wasn't getting the support that he needed to excel. Now a lot of players would cower from this sort of situation, they would give up, and the reason why I'm making this video is because what I've seen from Hasnain is actually quite remarkable. What he did is that in this year he went to England and joined a month-long camp in this place called Speed Camp, and he made a documentary called The Wrist of Fury where he went to this camp in order to improve his ability to bowl at the speed that he can, and he was there for around a month. And when I watched this documentary, it's around half an hour long, encourage all of you to watch it as well, but it made you feel like you wanted to root for the guy, you wanted to back him and ultimately support the individual, because there's nothing more than seeing somebody who tries and does their best. And especially since he came to England, he's from Hyderabad, he was away from his family, he could have used that time to be with his family, but instead he decided to come to England and fix his bowling, especially in a time and age where a lot of the Pakistani players have been disappointed disappointing in the tournaments and they've just not looked like they've improved at all, it's good to see that there are some people out there that look to hone their craft and improve so they can hopefully get back into the Pakistan team and represent the country. And the results are in front of us. We've seen in the Champions Cup from Pakistan that he was able to get the highest number of wickets. I think he got 17 wickets in total. Although I do not respect that tournament in any sense of the imagination, I do respect the fact that he's worked hard, he's looked better, and to get player of the tournament, it's a very good thing for him, especially from his career being in danger a while back, and to now see him improve quite remarkably. It makes you hope and wish that possibly he could get back into the Pakistan team. I hope he gets back. I hope he works even more with his bowling, and especially goes to different countries such as England or America or Australia, where he could work on his speed, but not just on his speed, also on his variation. I think a key criticism of Mohammad Hasnain is that yes, he can bowl very, very fast, but the elite bowlers, the top of the line, Wasim Akrams and Dale Steins and these sorts of guys, they're able to swing the ball as well. And I think that's something that he needs to also think of once he's at a place where he's satisfied with the amount of speed he can bowl at. Obviously, the faster, the better. But I think if he continues to take these lessons and if he decides to work on his variation as well, then I believe he can improve even more than what he is doing right now. I'm really happy that he is taking these steps to improve himself. He's paid it out of his own money. He's not just cowering and just giving up. He's actually trying his best to make sure he can get back into the team, and I'm rooting for him. I want him to get back. I want him to reclaim the potential that a lot of people expected from him back in 2019, and if he continues at this pace, then who knows, maybe he might just be able to do that. He's 24 years old right now. He's got a long way to go, but I believe in Hasnain, and I believe that he can possibly do well for Pakistan and contend for a spot in the starting 11. So yeah, that was my video. I hope you all liked what I had to say. I hope that Hasnain continues to improve, and I can't wait to see what we have next for him. Anyway, hope to see you all soon. Bye bye.